roads. They are always those eyes looking at the middle, so focused always, whether it was fielding or even now. Nasty ball right at the block hole there.
Sure, he'll be calling Peterson into the office later. Talk about that piece of fielding. Talking about pulling his hair out. I mean, he's got a beautiful head of hair actually. He's got a cap on today, but he's still got strong hair.
Always smiling, isn't it? Always smiling. On the onside this time, that's going to be a 4. Clobbered on the onside. Nicely put away. That's the end of the second over as well. Sri Lanka 15 without loss.
It's colorful
As well, he's a good striker. The clean striker, Surudana. Nicely bowled. Looking really good rhythm at the moment, Philander.
Yeah, he looks brilliant actually. He's we've mentioned again about his action. I think he's, you know, it's one of those actions you just wish that you had. It's so economical, so straight lined. His release point is just spot on, which is why he was such a great test bowler. You know, he was so hard to face. Never knew which way the ball was going to nip. That's what makes him difficult. He can leave you as a batter. He can bring it back into you. It's just an absolute nightmare.
Oh, over the head. That's a terrific shot. Upal Taranga, the safest area to hit. What a strike there. Picking up the length beautifully on that occasion.
Well, that's one way to treat him. You do know where he's going to bowl. He's that accurate that you can almost plan that he's going to be in and around that sort of area. So premeditated down the wicket. And as we've seen, we'll keep mentioning, those guys have had success, have gone really well down the ground. Subcontinent conditions in India, you see all the greats score all their runs down the ground.
That's quality cricket as well. A bit of change in the field as well. The fielder at deep third just coming inside the circle. He's got a long off now. Hashim Amla out there at long off. Change the field at the moment. Oh, nicely bowled as well. Getting a bit of movement there. Will pick up a single direct head. It looks to be well in on that occasion. Off the mark very quickly on that occasion, Sangakkara.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to Sangakkara facing Philander here. Philander's just bringing the ball back into the stumps, and Sangakkara, as we know, always known for his balance. Really difficult to get him to miss the ball straight. As you bowled at him over the years, and anything on his legs or anything straight at the stumps, never felt like you can get through him. His balance was just impeccable. Should see here, he scored 50 in the first game, so he's in a good bit of form.
Seen the surface as well. On the onside, that's going to be a 4. No stopping that. Just coming down the track as well. Lovely strike. Winning this contest so far, Sangakkara.
Well, the Sri Lankan batsmen have decided that they're not going to let Philander just live in that area. They're going to come down at him, get the pace on the ball, and hit him down the ground. Might be an option for Mornay to come up to the stumps, get a helmet on.
They enjoyed it, every bit of that shot. On the offside this time, straight to the fielder. Love that shot because just used that angle beautifully. Came down the track as well, very nimble-footed. And then using that angle very nicely. Sangakkara, very strong, a lot of bottom hand in the stroke. They knew exactly where the ball was coming in. This contest really brewing up. Jack Callis just telling probably a change of pace as well. Those cutters, as you used to bowl, Ravi.
Yep, that was a stock delivery.
On the onside this time, will pick up a single as well. Good effort on the field. 3 overs done. Sri Lanka 25 without loss. It's on. It's really good. Nasty ball. Coming back to Kumar Sangakkara. Absolutely brilliant figures as well for him. And got that 50 in the first game. 51 of 30. Looking really good touch, Ravi.
Yeah, superb touch. And been timing the ball like that for over 20 years. And look at that cheeky shot over the keeper. It was a fantastic innings, really well paced. Played it all over the ground, picked up boundaries.
Good effort, really good effort at mid-wicket. Tumbling across, does a really good job on that occasion.
You just saw there from Sangakkara again, the balance at the crease, timing that away. And he's just signalling to Uputtaranga about the swing. Garnet Kruger's he's getting some swing from that sliggy action.
Nicely bowled as well around the off stump. Yes, he was just helping his partner there, Kumar Sangakkara, getting a bit of lateral movement. Both the bowlers, in fact.
Yeah, we're getting plenty of swing and movement, these South African bowlers. Smart play there from Garnet, actually. We saw Sangakkara signalling to Taranga that it's swinging, and then all of a sudden he's taking it across him. So smart work.
Probably saw him. Yeah, that's a faint tickle. That's going to be a 4. Very nicely played. Just roll of the wrist, using the pace there on that occasion. Uputtaranga getting another boundary under his belt. The third one for him.
Yeah, and if you miss your line here, you're going to go for 4. Only has to go half a yard, couple of yards. It runs away so quickly. Just missing his line there. Uputtaranga normally sweats on width.
Excellent conditions to bat here. Really well. Both the openers looking in really good touch there. Diving in the end, saving a few runs. Just the way they're middling the ball. Mentioning about Sangakkara, the way he's batted for Sri Lanka in the past. The ODI cricket. It's a terrific performer for them. And those figures really have been absolutely brilliant for him. In the field as well now for Sangakkara on strike. It was an 11 man at long gone. Just come to watch his legends, his masters bat, especially this man Kumar Sangakkara. What a shot there, terrific shot. That timing, that's going to be a 4. That's a treat to watch. Absolutely amazing. 4 overs done. Sri Lanka 35 without loss. Oh, very nicely done. Using the pace of the bowler. Intelligent shot there from Uputtaranga. Letting the ball come to him, just opening the bat face, running it away.
It's a strong area for Taranga. He actually got him out in the first innings like that. Ball bounced on him a little bit, just caught his edge. But this time making sure he gets enough bat on it to get it away. Wasn't a bad delivery from Ntini, actually. Rising delivery. Ntini in his day, dangerous bowler to left-handers. Used to take it across them. Have all those slips in play. Good start from Ntini, although it's gone for 4, but it wasn't a bad delivery at all.
63 wickets for him in his T20 career in 60 matches. Economy very impressive, 7.5. Down the leg this time, that's going to be a wide. After the boundary, he's got a man at deep third as well. Got that bounce on the first delivery, although concede that boundary, Ntini.
Yeah, the ball just swinging the other way this time. He started it on a similar line. Just shows that there is some movement out there. There is some swing.
Yeah, nicely bowled as well. Pretty sharp there. Using his shoulder to very good effect. Cramping of a room as well. Bowling the middle leg line at the moment. Uputtaranga.
That's a very good line to Uputtaranga, actually. He does like width. Very good on the cut. Very good on the square drive. If you can aim around that thigh pad just on the inside thigh of his back leg.
Nicely bowled. Will pick up a single. In fact, both the batters, Sangakkara, Uputtaranga, Ravi, they love playing square the wicket. Especially the bounce of this surface, red clear surface, has been really true.
There's a common theme with Sri Lankan players to play square, especially the left-handers. A lot of left-handers come from Sri Lanka, and they do play excellently square of the wicket. Like to use the pace and cut the ball away behind point through square cover. Now this man's something else. He can play everywhere.
And they look so elegant as well. They're playing very sensibly, rotating the strike, churning the strike, getting those boundaries as well. Got a boundary the last over as well. Terrific shot there. Exactly what happened. You see the way played that one. Just his wrist work, lovely wrist work. Head on top of the ball as well. The balance you mentioned earlier.
It's poetry. Look at that. I mean, his balance is sublime. Even at this age, to be able to just stand there so still. He never misses it on his legs.
That's it. We're mentioning about that. Lovely shot there. Letting the ball come to him. Slightly short. Gets to do a terrific position. Upal Taranga looking an ominous touch at the moment.
And that's his shot. Any width on Upal Taranga, and he's going to give it a full flash. Outside off stump. That point man was close. Incredibly close, in fact. We just have another look here. Just have a look at how close this point fielder is. Look at that. Almost that gully position. And Teeny's probably wondering, what are you doing so close?
And that transfer of weight as well, that was terrific. This came ahead initially, then transferred his weight on the back foot, putting it to a nicety. A man now stationed there as well. Got a point, he's got a cover point in place. Almost in the catching position. Will be runs here, will be runs here. Runs are coming thick and fast. Ending this over with a boundary as well. And that's 50 up as well for Sri Lanka.
And they need it now. They've got Thandi to bowl. The 6th over. Best figures are 4 for 10. Economy is pretty good, under 7, which is exceptional in this format of the game. It's a good option to bring an off spinner against 2 left-handers. Straight away, gets a wicket. They were desperate for one, and he does it in his very first delivery. And Sangakkara will have to make his way back.
Yeah, and he's disappointed with himself, Sangakkara. As you rightly said, Abhi, it's a good option to get the off spinner on with 2 left-handers at the crease. That's a big wicket. They needed it. Sri Lanka were motoring along. Sangakkara, though, the captain, he's got to go back for 16. And Sri Lanka are 50.
He's out there in the middle alongside Upal Taranga, who's batting beautifully. That was a quicker delivery, pushed it through. They've got a slip in place now. Good captaincy from Jack Cullis.
Yeah, Sangakkara trying to do the right thing. Just give himself a little bit of room and play that through the offside. Thought process was absolutely spot on.
Oh, just luring the batter. Tossed up delivery. Umpire Umesh Dubey. For them. Oh, that's a good delivery. Nicely bowled.
Yeah, just went with the arm. That delivery, no turn. And Kumar Sangakkara really disappointed with himself. He was batting well, 16 off 11.
Really nicely bowled. Really, really nicely bowled so far. Just a couple of runs, but a very important wicket. Just pulling things back a little bit. South Africa. Hashim Amla, what an innings he played today. Again, flighted delivery. It's a good option to get off spinner, making life difficult. But there's no rush. They've got so much power in the middle order, the Sri Lankan lineup. They can afford to take a couple of overs. Good over. Wicket. And just 2 runs after. They've got another spinner, Lee, and nicely done. Just waited for it and guided it to the third and picked up a boundary. Thirumanne, his first.
Yeah, this is important. If you've got, as a batting unit, if you've had one quiet over, you've got to make sure that you start the next over off with a score. You want to put pressure on the opposition. Excellent fielding that by Hashim Amla. Last over was a really good one. Get a boundary of the first, and suddenly the opposition's under pressure. Look, that's never changed. It was there when we were playing, Abhishek. The thought process was, what you spoke to the bowlers was, make sure your first ball and the last ball of your over is a good one. And as a batting unit, you always said, look, try and get a boundary of the first or the last ball.
Yeah, absolutely. The basics never change. And if we look at the first 6 overs, Sri Lanka batted really well. Tharanga and Sangakkara played some scintillating shots. Gone over the top, along the ground. And again, just using his feet into the gap this time. Will take some effort. Oh, brilliant. Look at the commitment. Sliding, getting the ball and just parrying it to the partner. Lovely to watch.
Yeah, excellent fielding. It's a good word that's used there, commitment. Just passing the ball on the slide. Good use of the feet there, will pick up a single.
It's really smart batting. Your required rate is around that 9 mark. Get a boundary first up and then very happy to rotate the strike, take those 1s and 2s. As long as you can be around that required rate, there's no such pressure. And with so much power in the middle order, they just need to have a little partnership of 20-30 runs between these two.
Oh, yes, Ed.
Very good over, 10 off it. And after 7 is 62 for 1. Oh, what a delivery! Gets his second with an absolute peach. Shabalala is doing the job for his side.
Excellent stuff. Bowled an absolute cracker of an over. The first one picked up the wicket of Sangakkara. And now the big one, Tharanga. And have a look at those celebrations. Fabulous stuff.
50s in his career. He's facing the bowler who's got 2 for 2 so far of his 1.1 over. And Jacques Cal is still in slips. It's good to see him being attacking, coming around the stumps with the right-hander. Yeah, just going with the arm. You've got to be a bit careful before turning your bat.
Well, I think that's the delivery you got to play for. He's not going to turn it much. You've got to play for the one that goes with the arm. That one too, just going through the gap between bat and pad.
You're just got to be a bit cautious at times, especially when you lose a wicket. In T20 cricket, again, looking at that delivery, that was a wonderful delivery. We talk about partnership. It's not about, you don't have to get a 70-80 run partnership. In T20, when we talk about partnership, it's talking about those 25-30 run partnerships, so you can just calm the ship after losing a few wickets. Oh, a bit of turn, nicely played. Sneaked a single.
Yeah, it was bowled a little slower than the earlier deliveries. A lot of revs on that. Slow turn.
He's changing his pace quite well, mixing things up. That's his necessity of this format. Again, look at that, nicely. Just trying to turn it to the onside. Very lucky, getting a leading edge, but along the ground. Another very good over, just 3 off it and a wicket. He's got both the set batters back in the dugout. Can he finish well? A quicker one. Nicely played in the gap. Going to be a couple of runs. After 8, foundation for their middle order. Leaves was a bit expensive in his first over. Went for 10. Oh, nearly carried to Hashim Amla. Just rubbing his thighs. Got stuck there, Hashim. The delivery was asking to be hit. Just couldn't get it in the gap. Gunaratne. But this time flighted delivery. Just going to be a single. Field is spread. There is a deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, long on.
Well, if you have a look at the comparison, South Africa was 69 for 1 at this stage. Sri Lanka are 68 and they've lost an extra wicket.
Oh, nicely bowled, nicely bowled. Going with the arm, playing for the turn. Fantastic delivery.
Yeah, no turn, they're just going straight on. Seeing that quite a bit with the spinners.
Leg spin being one of the toughest art as a bowler in cricket, especially when you're not practicing regularly, so it gets even more difficult. So you've got to give a lot of credit to Lee. So far he's been pretty much on the money. Again, good delivery. Just a single. It's not going to hurt South Africa. And also from Sri Lanka's point of view, Gava, they don't have to worry too much. Because the run rate is still under 10.
Yeah, and I think that's why you're seeing this little passage of play where they're just trying to knock it around in the gaps and not take too many risks, because they know that on this pitch with this ground, the outfield that's there, chasing 12 and over. Oh, he's gone! He's gone! What a ripper of a throw! Absolutely no chance. He's walking.
Bardeen, that's a piece of brilliance. Always a risky run, but that was brilliant. I think that's going to be out. You don't have to worry about that.
Here it comes.
Not even in the frame. There. And look at that for a pickup and a throw. The technique.
Direct hit, bat short of the ground.
Oh.
Made my decision.
That's the
Out.
third wicket gone for Sri Lanka. Yeah, he's out. Tirmane for 13 of 10. Sri Lanka 3 down for 69. And with that, it's time for CA Tyre strategic timeout. Singh has got an opportunity to play today. Strike rate is pretty healthy, 131. Best of 67. I think he thought about 11 shots and then finally missed it.
Yeah, that's how slow that delivery was. Waited, waiting, and then just missed it.
Given his wide, but still he had too much time to think. Oh, that's a shot of a man with full of confidence. Straight over the...
I have Sir Vivian Richards here with me, member governing council. Sir Viv, you were there in the comm box with us a little while ago, and now the crowd thronging around you just to get a glimpse of the legend himself. There's an applause there as well. You know, there was a conversation that was started in that comm box a little while ago about some of the fast bowlers that you faced and the fastest that you faced. But the interesting part is a lot of viewers who might have seen it and some who wouldn't have. Sir Viv didn't wear a helmet. What is the thought behind that?
I felt I was very crazy or nutty to have done that, you know, but it's a game that I loved.
Yeah.
And when you have a passion for a particular sport, you don't worry about protection. You know, I felt that I was good enough for me to be there. If I got hurt, I got hurt. Yeah, if I had was to go, that would be the best way to go with the game that you enjoy and a passion for the game in itself. I just felt that someone above was taking care of me.
Well, and you were taking care of the team the way you were taking those fast bowlers.
When you have the person who is in control of life taking care of you, you are in good company.
Absolutely. You had the likes of Jeff Thompson, Dennis Lilly coming hard at you when the Aussies were trying to go hard against the Windies. But, you know, you as you said, took them on without the helmet on. But when you were in the nets against the West Indian quicks during practice sessions, and you had the Fab Four, you had the likes of Michael Holding, you had the likes of Colin Croft, Joel Garner coming hard at you. And then, of course, not to forget, there's Malcolm Marshall as well. Who was the toughest among those four?
Well, they were all tough, but the individual who I would have played a lot of cricket with would have been Malcolm Marshall. He's not physically blessed as some of the guys in terms of physique,
yeah.
But they say all good things come in small packages. You know, he was 5'10",
yeah.
And he was just a brilliant man, and it was sad to have lost him. We lost him very early. Up to this day, we still think about him because he was one of the very best.
Well, absolutely. It's so good to hear this conversation, have this conversation and hear things from you. So we've just very quickly, the fact that you're here at the International Masters League, seeing some of the masters of the game turning the clock back, your thoughts on that?
Well, it's good to see. What I think is so important, that the folks, you know, who would have helped to put this thing on are two of the most famous guys you can find. People that I have an enormous amount of respect for, Sonny Gavaskar and Sachin Tendulkar. I put Sonny Gavaskar.
I've got another great man sitting next to me, Darren Guffey. Sri Lanka under a bit of pressure here.
Oh, they are indeed. What an interesting game we have here. Sri Lanka, I think, a strong team on paper, under pressure from the Masters of South Africa.
Nicely tossed up delivery. They've pulled things back quite nicely. A couple of wickets from the off spinner, and now that run out was brilliant.
Oh, brilliant. They've been sharp, haven't they, South Africa? You'd expect him to be sharp in the field. Look, Jonty Rhodes is, I mean, the energy that man has is unbelievable.
Yeah, but they've bowled really well. The spinners have come back quite strongly. The line they bowled, the length. It's not easy when you're not practicing every day to have that kind of skill.
Do you know, we always said it's always nice, isn't it, to chase. But I'll tell you what, you get runs on the board. It does create a pressure, you know. There he is, the man. So much energy. Did you see him doing the warm-ups? He just doesn't stop.
Oh, that's a brilliant shot. What a great shot that is. First Sivdak elevated six of the innings.
Well, we've seen it from this man and before. 59 sixes now in the tournament, which is good going in. It might be a Masters tournament, but they've still got the power. And this man, Gunnar Atney, we've seen him do it before. He's happy with that one, straight out of the middle. Not a bad delivery, a little bit short, but it cost the bounce. He's so true, you can just hit through the line.
Pick the length early. This time, slightly fuller in the gap. Might be another boundary. It will be another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries for Gunnar Atney.
Amazing, isn't it? We're just talking about Sri Lanka under pressure. How the game changes so quickly. 2 balls, 10 runs, and the captain's now scratching his head thinking, what do I do next?
That's the beauty of T20 cricket. The momentum shifts so quickly in this format. And again, tossed up delivery. Still managed to get a single. It's been a big over. 14 off it after 11. Well bowled. Good areas. You make the power move and switch to Bank of Baroda. Bob ePay. Enjoy quick and secure payments. Download the app now.
Yeah, Do indeed. Download that app.
Still gets the ball to zip through a little bit, Ntini.
Do you know the story with Ntini before he used to play in a test match morning? He used to run to the ground and then run back after. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's just mad.
I promise you.
Yeah.
One of the, where is it now? In, was it the World Cup? Was it not Kandy? In Sri Lanka, where you go up a big hill and the hotel's right at the top. Can't remember what it was. He ran after bowling 25 overs in a test match, and he ran back to the hotel. He's mad, mate. He's so fit. He's a machine.
Oh, just getting a little tickle maybe. Oh, given as wide. I just thought that might have flicked the pads. Umpire had different ideas.
Full of energy as well, Ntini. He just, once you get him talking, this morning he came to hug me and nearly crushed me. And he just didn't stop talking. But this is what a fast bowler does though. Look, goes down the leg side. It's definitely a wide, but you always try and get away with it, huh?
But also the energy he brings to the table. Just getting his line right on that occasion, so competitive. Still, I saw his preparation before the game. He just put a ball on that good length and just kept visualizing that he wants to bowl there still.
Amazing. Do you know, he was an amazing bowler, and for the action he's got, which is quite unique, right? And it just goes to show, it doesn't matter what sort of action you've got, as long as it's consistent and as long as you don't get injuries. You know, I mean, look at his record in test matches. It's remarkable. It really, really is.
Yeah, just stopping, just missing his run-up on that occasion. Yeah, you need characters like that in the team.
I mean, look at that. 101 test matches, 390 wickets, right? Hardly went for any runs, 3.24 and over. 7 for 37. I think I played in that game.
Oh, you don't want that. You absolutely don't want that when you only got 180 on board.
Yeah, you don't. Ntini, not a bad delivery, but well played from Jay Singer. It's like I said, just everything coming back in towards the sun from Ntini. He comes quite wide, just gets past the field, and we've seen with the Jew, once it goes past the infield, it runs away for 4. Yeah, that is career best, you know. I think I played in that game. It was at Lord's. I'm sure it was. I might be wrong, but I'm sure he got 7 for that game.
What a career, 390 wickets.
Not bad, is it? Well, compared to the guys now who are playing so many test matches, Jimmy Anderson get 700 or something? Broad 600?
That's just ridiculous.
It's been greedy.
Yeah, it is being greedy.
It's greedy, give me 100 of them.
Yeah, I think you got quite a lot as well, Guffey. But again, when you guys were playing cricket, you had to play so much more cricket. The number of overs you had to bowl in county cricket and everywhere else. If you only focused on one format, if you only played test, probably you'll have 100, 150, 200 wickets more.
Absolutely. Look, it's the way the game's going, and it's a great... If you're a young boy, young girl, who wants to be a professional cricketer now, there's no better time. Absolutely. Financially, the way you're managed, it's a great time. The crowds, the different competitions. It's a superb time to be an international cricketer.
Oh, gets the Yorker. Always good to see Ntini get his Yorker. And look at the big smile, the big grin on his face after that.
Hey, that's not the line. Kruger otherwise been pretty good.
Old Kruger. Nightmare on Elm Street, isn't it? Nightmare in Mumbai.
That effort from Gunaratne earlier today. It's taken well by the keeper, albeit it's going to be a wide, but looking at Gunaratne's catch, there was a blinder diving forward.
Absolutely, still a good cricketer, you know, really is. And this is really up there. In the modern day game, this would be a superb catch. So for a master to do it, running in, diving forward and take it so cleanly, the technique, the slide, everything was magnificent.
And if it wasn't against the South African Masters, I think Jonty Rhodes would have been pretty happy with that catch.
But Jonty, knowing Jonty, he would have applauded that anyway. Anybody who does any sort of good fielding, Jonty is on the edge of his seat and he's clapping and reward. And that's part of it, you know. He loves it. See, he's always thinking. He's just seen Callis do a reverse hands dive to his right. Guess what? He's talking about it.
Driven well, driven firmly. That should be runs, 4 of them. Well, it didn't seem as if it would run away to the fence, but it does. That's the beauty of Gunaratne's batting.
Well, he won't be applauding that bit of fielding from Kruger. He's a big, big man, isn't he? Tall, straight back pass, the best place to hit it. Following the follow through to fast bowler. It's really difficult to stop your momentum and the weight taking you forward. And as you can see, throws past him. Once again, as soon as it gets along this outfield, just flies away for another 4.
Callis wasn't too pleased as well. Now the change of pace, the slow one, rolling his fingers over the seam there, Kruger, taking the pace off, and we saw a lot of Sri Lankan bowlers do that.
Well, the older you get, I can assure you, the more slower balls you bowl. That does happen. Because there's no way, when you're a young man, you just want to run in and beat the speed gun, right? You want to bowl as fast as you can. But as you get older, the slower ball becomes a skill.
And Darren, people like us sitting on the sidelines start thinking that it takes more effort to bowl the slower one. Well, that's hit away for 4. That's cleanly struck by Jai Singh, who's coming to the party now.
Absolutely. Good partnership this, isn't it? Really, really is. That's a 50 partnership, is it? Absolutely fantastic. There's 27 deliveries. These two have really got a flow going. And there's no stopping it. No matter what South Africa try, Sri Lanka have got the answer. There he is, look at that, 50 unbeaten partnership now. 27 balls. Jai Singh has 16 and Gunaratne's 33.
And that was the difference. You saw the South African batters, strike rates of about 120, 130. This is going to be another single. You look at these two, and Gunaratne is batting with a strike rate of 150 plus. Jai Singh is batting with a strike rate of 200.
Well, it's good. Look, you take out Amla out of the South African side today. Even Callis, he struggled. Callis got 24, I think, off 20, didn't he? But for me, like I said, Dame Villas is still a good player. He's not long out of the game. And I thought he was left too late to come in when he did. He played a nice breezy innings, didn't he, at the end?
But a very valuable 28 of just 13 deliveries, and I think that's what propelled them. Yes, he's the man we're talking about. Propelled them to that 180. That innings hadn't come through, they maybe would have just been about 165 and thereabouts. Get another single here, that'll end the over as well. 13 over.
As a commentator, as a player, as a coach, it's phenomenal. It really, really is. It's great for the game.
Not that old, Darren. You're not that old.
No, I did once have a computer. My car tells me everything now, as long as I charge it.
Cleverly played, just a single. Eddie just getting the ball to turn a bit, but taken for a few in that previous over.
He did. He's actually bowled quite well. Like I say, he's just got after him, didn't they, last time out? It's like anything. Never lose faith. It's always the next ball. Always the next ball that counts.
Oh, he's giving it on the full. And that will be for... It was a gift. Christmas, well, there's still some time away, but that was a gift and gleefully accepted by Jai Singh.
And it comes around quickly, doesn't it? And Santa's already making his toys for next year. And this is a gift. Look at that. Again, as soon as you get down, watch it skid off the surface, runs away. Amla running round, no chance of stopping it. Absolutely no chance. Quite short straight, isn't it?
Get it firmly as well to Jai Singh. This time uses his feet. Goes to the left of long off, gets 4. Now this is very clever batting, because the previous delivery when the 4 was struck, long off moved to the right. And now he's gone to the left of the fielder. Placed it well.
There's a song in that. An absolutely fantastic shot and a song. But there you go, he went to Amla's left. He must be thinking, please hit it somewhere else. Down the ground to his right, down the ground to his left. But the common denominator, down the ground.
That's going to be wide, so he'll have to bowl that again already. 10 off the over, and this is just halfway done.
Well, they've got hold of this now, Sri Lanka. They got on top of the game, got ahead of the game.
Come on, Ed. Come on, boy.
Oh, Ed elite. None for 41 or 3.3. He's took a bit of tap this last 8 or 9 balls.
Always risky with a wrist spinner. Difficult to land the ball in the right area, especially when there's a bit of dew. There's good running meanwhile. They come back for 2 more. And I wonder if that's a factor as well. The dew factor. Is it making it a little difficult for the bowler to grip the ball?
Yeah, it can do, can't it? And I think it's definitely affected the games, what we've seen this tournament. And it's a lot of the teams want to chase, don't they? Because of that, it gets past that infield and it just flies away for a boundary. You've seen the towels out there now. From the South African players, trying to get the ball as dry as they possibly can, especially for the wrist spinners.
Wonder if Callis just gambled on the leg spinner at this moment. That's well fielded. Hashim Amla puts in the dive. This time cuts off for boundary, but the batsman will still get 2.
Well, do you know what I'd be gambling for? We've just been talking about in the break, won't we, about greatest all-rounders, Jack Callis, Garfield Sobers. Just look at this bit of fielding from Amla. I know he's missed a couple to his right and his left, but this one's a good technique. Weird throwing technique, but look, it doesn't matter as long as you get it in.
Keeps the shoulder intact.
I'd like to see Jack Callis have a ball. Get him on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a bad ball. And it's been put away just for a single. He'll pretty miffed with himself.
Like bowling. It's amazing. You got 290 odd wickets and you don't like bowling.
What I'm wondering, Darren, is that you look at those 292 wickets in that South African pace bowling attack,
I know,
and wonder he's still got 292 wickets because there was so many batters still left. Look at the fast bowling attack that South Africa had when he was bowling.
Well, yeah, he started with Alan Donald and people like De Villiers and Brett Schultz and Matthews, and then he finished with Dale Steyn and Pollock and Nantini. Oh my word.
I remember Andre Nell in between. You had Andrew Hall. You had Fanny De Villiers.
Nanty Haywood. He was quick as well.
And yet you're talking about 292 test wickets for Jacques Callis.
Well, he wouldn't have took all them catches at slip if it weren't for them bowlers we've been talking about either. The last ball, he just oinked it away to the leg side, just a one off Nantini.
Right, now where does this go? Because Sri Lanka at the moment seem to have the game by the scruff of its neck. 43 of 34 required. Another single here.
Well done, Nantini. Tell you what, you never lose it, you've always got this. Look at this partnership, some of the shots here now, absolutely fantastic. Look at the skills, down the ground. Oh, we had one square of the wicket, but you can do because it's true. A fantastic partnership, shots mainly down the ground. It's been a real good partnership for Sri Lanka and put them well on top in this game against South Africa. Well done, you two. Fantastic. Jaya Singer and Gunaratne.
And you look at the current run rate, it's over 9.5, and the required run rate is just hovering around that 7.6 run mark. 8 and over in the final 2 overs with wickets in hand. You'd fancy them. He's gone for it, and he's going to get runs here. 1 bounce and over for 4.
Yeah, right in the slot for Gunaratne. 149 sixes now in the tournament. Magnificent. 49, not or fours. 149 fours. Yeah, but a fantastic shot through the leg side, much needed, right in the slot. Oh, just helped it on its way. Just the 1 bounce up, runs away. Really good from these two. Really good.
That's the problem for Callis now. You look at the bowling card and what are the options that he has. Kruger's gotten over and he's gone at over 10 and over, remember?
He's got an option, it's himself. But unfortunately, sometimes if you're a captain and you bowl, you're probably looking at the situation and say, nah, it's not a good time for me to bowl.
Sliced away for 4. Clever batting in the gap. He's used the pace as well. Gunaratne is now within striking distance of a half century.
What a knock this has been, you know, under the circumstance of the game, a must-win game for Sri Lanka after that loss in the first game against India. But that's just a class shot. Just used the pace of the delivery from Nantini, created his own width. And there you go, Makaya. Oh, what next? He'll be running back to the hotel. Well, he ain't going to run far. It's only behind us, isn't it?
Now that required run rate is under 7. The Sri Lankan Lions are roaring. The single. That means he'll retain strike well Gunaratne with that. 15 gone, 148 for 3. Sri Lanka Masters in control.
Well, the Sri Lankans have been brilliant, haven't they, over the last few overs here? Got themselves back into the game, and now they're running away with it. And as the dew settles onto the ground, it just makes it so difficult in the last 5 overs.
Goes for a reverse there. You know, a lot of times I just wonder whether batters start feeling a little bit complacent. Say, all right, I'm in control now.
Well, he's looking for that gap there behind square. He certainly can play that shot. I've seen him play it a few times before. Let me check here.
Director, we have a review for stumping. Front foot, please. Followed by your best angle. Now can we hit the front foot? Front foot, please. Just waiting, please. Just waiting. Just wait. Okay. Made my decision. My decision is not out.
Well, they scampered a single there. Not out. The signal from the TV umpire. They also wanted to check for that front foot no ball as well, and that was not a problem. So now Jai Singh is going to be on strike. Shabalala in his final over.
Steered down for 1. Sri Lanka not taking any risks here. He's been brilliant. 2 for 21 off his 3.2. It's tough action to get used to.
One more boy.
And I think you also need to pick the battles you want to fight. So it's not a bad idea just to work him around for singles. The required run rate is just about 6 and over. Oh, that's swept away. Just a single for Gunaratne. He moves up to 47 now. And Sri Lanka Masters, they've gone past the 150 mark, now 151.
Yeah, well, they don't have to do anything silly now. A few singles, a couple of boundaries, and they'll knock this off. Funny things have happened, though.
Oh, he takes the aerial route here. Has he got enough wood on it?